We have a special announcement today in response to the pandemic, the COVID-19 surge in Bartholomew County, as well as Indiana. The church council and I have discussed at length, and we've prayed, and we've come to a plan, and we wanted to share that with you. These are scary days, as we know. Schools are canceling. The numbers are on the rise. Bartholomew County is considered orange. The governor has moved from a stage 5 to stage 4.5, and has recommended that gatherings be 50 or less. So all of that information has kind of been used in our decision making. But ultimately, we're stuck with the two ideas. Number one, people need hope. These are difficult days. These are scary days. Depression is on the rise, and people feel very discouraged. Life is out of whack, and they need face-to-face interaction. So that's on one hand. And second is my job as the shepherd of the church, pastor of church, is to keep people safe, to protect my flock, and also as a resident of this city, and my calling and our calling to be in Columbus as it is in heaven, kingdom builders, city changers. Our job is to keep the city safe, understanding that the way we respond also influences the city. We are connected. So what we've done is we've tried to find God's wisdom with those two pieces in mind. And this is what we've decided to do. We are canceling, actually, the better word is suspending Sunday school, small groups, children's church, nursery, starting this Sunday. So no Sunday school, no small groups, face-to-face interaction in those small, close distances, no children's church, and no nursery starting this Sunday. Also, we are suspending all face-to-face meetings and moving to Zoom. If you have a meeting, if you're leading a meeting over the next week or two, I encourage you to get with Judy, and we will schedule a Zoom meeting for you, and we'll help you facilitate that meeting online. So we're suspending Sunday school, small groups, children's church, nursery, as well as suspending meetings starting this Sunday. And then the other piece of this plan is we need to continue to be diligent with our mask wearing. And I thank you so much for being faithful with that. To be diligent with our mask wearing is incredibly important in this stage of where we are. And just as a reminder, I have my mask here, and I wear it when I'm in the office, unless I'm closed door here. And the mask needs to go over the nose. The mask needs to go over the nose. And I know it's difficult because it's harder to breathe. It's harder for me to breathe. But the mask needs to go over the nose. And if you feel like you're suffocating, just pull gently on the mask by your chin and let some air flow into your mask area. I find that helpful. So please wear your mask. Be diligently wearing your mask. Also, social distancing 6 feet is incredibly important, and I thank you for doing that. Please make sure you're keeping at least 6 feet away from the person in front of you as you're walking in. This Sunday we have communion, and we'll have intersection cards for you at the communion table. So as you're coming in, make sure to stand 6 feet behind the person in front of you as they're getting their supplies, their communion cup, and their intersection cards. Please keep that spacing. And as well as when you come in and when you go out the sanctuary, please, distance, stage yourself. And then with that dismissal, the ushers will be dismissing you as always. Please move directly to outside if all possible. We're going to try to limit our social time in the narthex because we believe that's a hot spot for us, and we want to make sure that we're spaced out there. So we encourage you to go directly to outside, and then of course you can talk outside. It's safer outside than it is inside. And then anyone who's considered high risk or you're not feeling well, we encourage you to consider worshiping online. We've made a lot of steps forward with our online service. And so we encourage you to consider staying home and worshiping online if you're high risk. And then there will, in our worship service, we won't be passing the microphone and sharing prayer requests because of the risk of that. we want to pray for you. And so if you have a prayer request, we're kind of stepping back and just send me a prayer request, text me one, call me, whatever, leave a voicemail, and I will make sure to pray for your request during our services. But I think it's important that we're safe during our worship service. Also, when you exit the service on Sunday, there is a bulletin board with names for kids and for women, for items for Christmas, for hands and feet. So hands and feet ministry items for kids and women will be on a bulletin board. So please make sure to space as you exit that 6 feet. So that's a lot. So please let me know if you have questions. I'll write this out and send it out with the video. But just to remind you, we are continuing to have worship services. We're at that 50 or less number, but we're canceling our Sunday school, our small groups, a face-to-face meeting, our children's church, and our nursery starting this Sunday. We're suspending those until we reconvene as a council and discuss. We'll do that week to week where we're headed. But just as a reminder, I care deeply about your safety, but I also want to continue to share hope one another. And so we're staying worshiping first and second service, but no Sunday school and none of those other activities. So just the 2 worship services will be what we go with from this Sunday forward until we have more information and direction from the Lord. So, hey, I love you. I'm praying for you. Encourage you to be diligent out in your jobs, in your schools, wherever you may be diligent with your mask wearing, your social distancing. And I'll talk to you very soon. See you Sunday, either in person or online. Grace and peace to you.